Have you noticed your legs feeling weaker when standing up from a chair? Or perhaps climbing a flight of stairs leaves you more breathless than it did just a few years ago? These aren't just signs of normal aging. They could be the earliest indicators of a silent and devastating process: muscle loss after 60, also known as sarcopenia. Here's a disturbing truth. According to the National Institutes of Health, adults over 60 can lose up to 3–8% of their muscle mass every single decade, even if their weight stays the same. That means you could appear relatively healthy on the outside while quietly losing the strength your body relies on to stay mobile, balanced, and independent. Muscle loss isn't just about weakness or frailty. It's directly tied to your risk of falls, broken hips, insulin resistance, and even premature death. In fact, a large-scale study published in The Lancet revealed that seniors with the lowest muscle mass had more than double the mortality risk compared to their peers with stronger physiques. And here's where it gets more concerning. Most people don't know it's happening until it's too late. There's no dramatic symptom, no red flag, just a slow fade until suddenly you can't carry your groceries, walk more than a block, or get up from the toilet without help. But there's good news. New research has confirmed that this loss is not inevitable and it's not irreversible. With the right daily choices, you can stop muscle loss in its tracks. Even more, you can rebuild strength, function, and energy no matter your age. In today's video, we'll uncover 7 powerful ways to reverse muscle loss and improve your overall health. Some of them may surprise you. For example, did you know that walking might be more effective for leg strength than cycling? Or that one popular protein powder could actually be making it harder to maintain muscle after 65? We'll explore the science behind each tip, what the latest studies say, and, most importantly, what you can do today to regain strength and protect your independence for the years ahead. I want to ask you something very important. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Let's get started with the first proven way seniors can reverse muscle loss, and it begins with what you do before breakfast. 7 effective ways to reverse muscle loss. Number 1, engage in resistance training. If you had to choose just one activity to protect your muscles after 60, resistance training would be it. This isn't about bodybuilding or lifting heavy weights. It's about challenging your muscles in a way that signals your body to stop breaking them down and start rebuilding them. Muscle mass naturally declines with age, but this loss isn't just due to aging. It's due to disuse. When muscles aren't regularly pushed to perform under resistance, your body starts reallocating resources elsewhere. That's why resistance training is critical. It tells your body these muscles are still needed. Resistance training includes any movement where your muscles work against force. This can be your own body weight, like sit-to-stands from a chair, modified push-ups, or wall squats. It can involve free weights like dumbbells, resistance bands, or even gym machines if you have access. The point is simple. You need to feel a challenge. And here's what the science says. A meta-analysis in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society found that seniors who performed resistance training 2 to 3 times per week saw significant increases in muscle mass, walking speed, and balance. More importantly, they reduced their risk of falls by nearly 30%. So, what does this look like practically? Start with simple compound movements. Try a set of 10–15 squats using only your body weight. Can't squat all the way down? Use a sturdy chair and practice standing up and sitting back down slowly. Add in wall push-ups. Stand a few feet from a wall and push your body forward and back. Aim for 2–3 sets of 10–20 reps. As you get stronger, gradually increase the resistance. That could mean holding light weights, using a resistance band, or increasing repetitions. What matters is that the last few reps feel challenging. Your muscles should feel a burn or slight fatigue. Aim for at least 2 resistance sessions per week, and ideally more. Even daily brief sessions can offer compounding benefits. And remember, consistency beats intensity. You don't need to do hour-long workouts. Even 15-20 minutes a day can be transformative if done properly. One key point: always listen to your body and get clearance from your doctor before beginning a new regimen, especially if you have joint issues, heart conditions, or a history of falls. Over time, you'll notice the difference. Climbing stairs becomes easier, carrying laundry feels less exhausting, and you regain confidence in your own body. That's not just physical, it's mental and emotional strength too. We'll now move to the second powerful technique that builds on this: choosing the right kind of exercises to maximize your time and results. Number 2, incorporate weight-bearing exercise. While resistance training builds strength, it's your everyday movement that sustains it. And among all forms of daily activity, weight-bearing exercise is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining and even rebuilding muscle, particularly in your lower body. So what exactly is weight-bearing exercise? It refers to any physical activity that requires your body to support its own weight against gravity. This includes walking, hiking, stair climbing, and dancing. It doesn't include activities like cycling or swimming, which, although beneficial for cardiovascular health, don't provide the same impact stimulus to your muscles and bones. Here's why it matters. As you age, both muscle and bone density decline. Without regular mechanical loading through your limbs, the body assumes those tissues are no longer needed and begins to break them down. But when you walk or climb stairs, you activate hundreds of muscles from your calves to your core, all while signaling to your bones to stay strong and dense. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends that adults over 60 aim for 5,000 to 10,000 steps per day. Research in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that seniors who consistently reached the higher end of this range had significantly more lean muscle mass and lower rates of falls and frailty. Even more compelling, walking just 30 minutes a day has been linked to improved memory, reduced depression, better blood sugar control, and fewer hospitalizations. But here's the key: it must be done consistently and purposefully. To begin, track your steps using a pedometer or fitness tracker. Many seniors are surprised to discover how little they actually move in a day. Set gradual goals. If you're starting at 2,000 steps, aim for 3,000 next week. Small increases matter. Walk briskly when possible. A comfortable pace is fine, but adding short bursts of quicker walking can boost cardiovascular benefits and stimulate more muscle fibers. Use natural terrain. Walking on slight inclines, uneven surfaces, or up small hills activates more leg muscles and helps improve balance. Another underrated option? Stair climbing. If you live in a building with stairs or have access to a safe staircase, this single activity is one of the most direct ways to preserve leg strength. Just a few minutes a day can have a major impact. The beauty of weight-bearing movement is that it doesn't require a gym, special equipment, or a personal trainer. It only requires a decision to move more throughout your day. And for many older adults, that's the simplest yet most transformative change they can make. In the next section, we'll look at the fuel your muscles need to repair, grow, and sustain this daily movement. Because without the right amount of protein, your efforts may be falling short, even if you're exercising consistently. Number 3, choose compound exercises. Not all exercises are created equal, especially as you age. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make when trying to build strength is focusing on isolated movements like bicep curls or leg extensions. These exercises target only one muscle group at a time. While they may have their place, they're far less effective than compound exercises, which engage multiple muscle groups and joints simultaneously. Compound movements include squats, lunges, push-ups, deadlifts, and overhead presses. These exercises mimic real-life movements, standing from a chair, lifting groceries, or climbing stairs. That makes them not only more efficient, but more functional, helping you maintain independence in daily life. Why are compound exercises especially important after 60? Because they stimulate greater muscle recruitment. When you do a squat, for example, you're working your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and even your core all at once. This leads to a higher metabolic demand, meaning your body burns more energy and produces more hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, which naturally decline with age, but are essential for muscle maintenance. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that compound resistance training produced significantly greater improvements in muscle mass and functional performance in older adults compared to single joint exercises. In short, compound movements are a smarter investment of your time and effort. Here's how you can implement them safely. Start with bodyweight versions. For instance, try sit-to-stands from a sturdy chair, a form of squat, wall push-ups, or standing lunges while holding onto a support for balance. Progress slowly. Once body weight becomes easy, add light dumbbells or resistance bands. Keep the movements slow and controlled. Never rush through repetitions. Focus on form. Quality over quantity is essential. Poor form increases the risk of injury, especially for seniors. Consider working with a trainer experienced in older adults or following video tutorials from reputable sources. Breathe through the movement. Inhale on the easier part of the exercise and exhale during the effort, like pushing up or standing. A simple weekly routine might look like this. Mondays, squats, push-ups, bent-overs, rows, using resistance bands or light dumbbells. Wednesday, lunges, overhead presses, deadlifts with light weights. Friday. Repeat Monday or modify with new variations, step-ups, incline push-ups, resistance band pull-aparts. These compound movements also engage your core muscles, which are vital for posture, balance, and preventing falls. That's another reason why they outperform isolated exercises in senior fitness routines. By shifting your focus to compound exercises, you make every workout count. You save time, build more muscle, burn more fat, and improve your ability to perform everyday tasks. Now that you know what kinds of movements give the best results, let's talk about where those movements should happen. Because what you do throughout your day, not just during a workout, plays a huge role in reversing muscle loss. Number 4. Take up hobbies in retirement. Retirement is often seen as a time to relax, but for your muscles, it can quietly become the most dangerous phase of life. Why? Because retirement often marks a sharp decline in daily physical activity, especially if your former work involved standing, walking, or using your body in any way. Without a structured routine, many retirees fall into patterns of extended sitting, watching TV, reading, or staying indoors for long stretches. This drop in activity leads to one inevitable consequence: muscle disuse, which quickly becomes muscle loss. Here's the paradox. Retirement gives you more time than ever, and yet, unless you fill that time intentionally, it can become a hidden driver of weakness, fatigue, and even loss of independence. But there's a solution. Taking up physical hobbies in retirement isn't just a way to pass time. It's a scientifically proven method to preserve muscle mass, improve mental health, and increase lifespan. In a study published in the Journals of Gerontology, researchers found that seniors who engaged in regular leisure activities, particularly those involving movement, had significantly better strength, mobility, and balance scores compared to those who were sedentary, even when age and medical conditions were controlled for. So, what kinds of hobbies make a difference? Gardening. Tending to plants, digging, lifting bags of soil, and moving around outdoors engages both upper and lower body muscles. It also offers sunlight, fresh air, and stress reduction. Dancing. Whether ballroom, line dancing, or just moving to music in your living room, dancing improves leg strength, balance, and cardiovascular health. Tai Chi or yoga. These low-impact practices build strength, enhance flexibility, and improve coordination, all essential for fall prevention. Volunteering. Choosing physically active roles, like helping at events, organizing deliveries, or walking therapy dogs, keeps you socially connected and physically engaged. Walking groups or hiking clubs. Adding a social element increases motivation and accountability, helping you move more consistently. The key is to pick something you genuinely enjoy. Enjoyment is what turns an activity into a habit. It doesn't have to be intense. It just needs to be consistent and get you moving. You should aim to replace at least 30-60 minutes per day of sedentary retirement time with physical hobbies. Over a week, that adds up to multiple hours of muscle-preserving activity, without ever setting foot in a gym. Another overlooked benefit? Hobbies help maintain mental resilience, which directly influences physical health. Studies show that seniors who feel purposeful and socially engaged are more likely to stay active, eat well, and avoid mobility decline. So instead of thinking of retirement as a break from movement, think of it as your opportunity to build new muscle-positive routines on your terms. Now, let's move from the idea of hobbies to something even smaller but incredibly effective. One daily decision you make, often without thinking, that can make or break your leg strength. Number 5. Consume adequate protein. You can train consistently, walk daily, and stay active. But if your body doesn't have the building blocks it needs, muscle repair and growth will stall. For adults over 60, protein isn't just important, it's critical to stopping and reversing muscle loss. Let's start with the science. After age 60, your body undergoes a process called anabolic resistance. This means your muscles become less efficient at absorbing and using the protein you eat. Where a younger adult might build muscle easily with modest protein intake, older adults require significantly more just to maintain muscle, let alone gain it. According to the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, older adults should consume 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 70-pound person, that's roughly 105 to 140 grams of protein daily, spread across 3 to 4 meals. Here's what happens if you fall short. The body begins breaking down existing muscle tissue for essential amino acids, leading to accelerated muscle wasting. Over time, this makes simple activities like standing up, walking, or carrying groceries noticeably harder. But with the right intake and proper distribution throughout the day, research shows that older adults can regain lost muscle even after 70. Here's how to do it practically. Spread your intake. Don't eat all your protein in one meal. Instead, aim for 25-40 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This ensures a steady supply of amino acids for muscle maintenance. Start strong. Many seniors skip or reduce breakfast, but this is a mistake. A protein-rich morning meal can jumpstart muscle synthesis. Try scrambled eggs with Greek yogurt or oatmeal with whey protein mixed in. Choose high-quality sources. These include lean meats, chicken, turkey, beef, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, eggs, dairy products, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, legumes, nuts, seeds, and tofu. Plant-based seniors should be especially mindful of combining sources to meet amino acid needs. Consider protein supplements. If it's hard to meet your daily needs through food alone, a high-quality protein powder, whey, casein, or a plant-based blend can help. Just be sure it's low in sugar and additives. What about those with kidney issues? This is a common concern. If you've been diagnosed with kidney disease or have elevated creatinine levels, it's important to consult a healthcare professional before increasing protein intake. But for most older adults with healthy kidneys, higher protein is not only safe, it's protective. Finally, don't wait until you're hungry. As we age, appetite can decline even when the need for protein increases. Eating by routine, not just by hunger cues, ensures your muscles get what they need to stay strong. Now that we've covered how to fuel your muscles, let's look at a powerful lifestyle strategy that often gets overlooked: how your hobbies after retirement can either accelerate or prevent muscle loss. Number 6. Address painful problems promptly. One of the biggest hidden threats to muscle health after 60 isn't just lack of movement, it's pain that goes untreated. Whether it's a stiff knee, a sore lower back, or nagging foot pain, discomfort that persists for more than a couple of weeks can lead to a cascade of physical decline. Here's how it happens. When movement becomes painful, even simple activities like walking, bending, or climbing stairs start to feel daunting. Slowly, without even realizing it, you begin to move less. You skip your daily walk. You stop taking the stairs. You rest more often. And before long, your muscles begin to atrophy from disuse. The danger? Many seniors normalize this pain. They tell themselves, it's just age, or it'll pass. But that delay often allows the issue to worsen. In time, the discomfort leads to compensation, using the other leg more, leaning to one side, favoring one arm, which in turn causes new pain, balance issues, and muscle imbalances. Research from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy shows that persistent musculoskeletal pain is one of the strongest predictors of future mobility loss in seniors. Even relatively mild discomfort, when ignored, can reduce activity levels and lead to a steep drop in muscle strength over just a few months. So what should you do? Take new or lingering pain seriously. If you've had a joint, muscle, or nerve issue for more than 10-14 days, seek evaluation. Don't wait for it to become severe. See the right professional. Depending on the nature of your pain, this may include a physiotherapist, chiropractor, podiatrist, orthopedic specialist, or general practitioner. Each plays a unique role in identifying and treating movement issue. Ask for imaging when appropriate. X-rays or MRIs can identify deeper structural problems like arthritis, tendon tears, or nerve impingement, especially if your symptoms are worsening. Prioritize physical therapy. Targeted exercises and mobility work can reduce pain while strengthening the surrounding muscles. Studies show that physical therapy not only reduces pain, but also prevents further muscle loss in seniors recovering from injury. Be proactive with prevention. Supportive footwear, posture correction, stretching routines, and ergonomic adjustments to your home setup can reduce wear and tear before it turns into chronic pain. Importantly, don't fall into the trap of total rest unless absolutely necessary. In most cases, gentle movement promotes healing and prevents deconditioning. Avoiding all activity due to fear of pain often makes recovery slower and muscle loss faster. Think of it this way. Pain is your body's warning system. But once it speaks, you have a choice. Either ignore it and risk deeper loss, or respond and protect your independence. By addressing painful problems promptly, you preserve your ability to move, train, and live fully. This step ensures all the other strategies we've discussed, training, walking, stair climbing, and hobbies, can be done safely and consistently. Now that we've covered all 7 ways to reverse muscle loss, let's bring everything together in our final message. Number 7, choose the stairs. Sometimes, the most powerful health decisions happen in the quietest moments, like when you stand at the base of an escalator and a staircase is just a few feet away. It may not seem like much, but for adults over 60, choosing the stairs is one of the simplest and most underrated ways to maintain lower body strength and delay muscle loss. Here's the reality. Many older adults stop using stairs regularly as part of daily life, especially after retirement or downsizing to single-story living. Over time, this avoidance becomes a habit, and muscles, particularly in the thighs and hips, begin to weaken from disuse. Why is this a problem? Because your leg muscles, especially the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, are essential not just for mobility, but for stability. Weak legs are one of the top predictors of fall risk, which in turn is a leading cause of injury, hospitalizations, and loss of independence in older adults. Stair climbing is a natural resistance exercise. Every time you step up, you lift your entire body weight against gravity. That makes stairs a functional and highly effective workout for your lower body, and it doesn't require equipment, trainers, or gym membership. Research published in Preventive Medicine reports showed that older adults who climbed stairs daily had better cardiovascular fitness, greater leg strength, and slower physical decline than those who relied on elevators or escalators. Even just 3-5 flights per day produced measurable benefits over time. Here's how to safely incorporate stairs into your life. Start slowly. If stairs haven't been part of your routine, begin with just 1 flight per day. Hold on to the railing for safety and take your time. Make it intentional. Choose stairs at shopping centers, doctor's offices, or even in your own home. Add an extra trip up and down the stairs each day as a mini workout. Step with purpose. Don't shuffle or rush. Lift your knees, engage your core, and drive through your heel as you step. Use stairs for breaks. If you sit for long periods, get up every hour and walk up and down a flight. This refreshes circulation and activates leg muscles. Step-ups on a low platform or sturdy step can offer similar benefits. Start with 5 per leg and gradually increase. Add light weights as you progress. And don't overlook going down the stairs either. Eccentric movement, where muscles lengthen under tension, such as when descending, is just as important as going up. It strengthens control and protects your joints. The best part? Stair climbing blends into your day. It doesn't require extra time, just different choices. And over weeks and months, these small daily decisions become a buffer against frailty, fatigue, and falling. But what if pain or discomfort is keeping you from moving? That brings us to our final and perhaps most important point: addressing painful problems promptly before they silently steal your strength. Muscle loss after 60 is not inevitable, but ignoring it is a silent risk that can slowly strip away your freedom, independence, and vitality. From the outside, the signs may seem subtle. You take more breaks while walking, have trouble rising from low chairs, or feel sore for longer after minor tasks. But inside, your body is telling you that your muscles are no longer being maintained. And without intervention, that downward slope accelerates with each passing year. The good news? Every single one of the 7 strategies we've covered today is backed by science and within your control. You don't need expensive equipment, a personal trainer, or a perfect health history. What you need is consistency, intentionality, and the willingness to make small, daily choices that protect your strength. Each strategy builds upon the next. When combined, they form a powerful routine that not only halts muscle decline, but actively restores function, energy, and independence. But here's the reality. If this knowledge is ignored, the consequences don't wait. Over time, muscle loss can lead to serious complications: falls, fractures, dependency on walkers or caregivers, and even hospitalizations. The earlier you act, the more strength you can retain, and the longer you can live with confidence and control over your body. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Did any of these 7 strategies surprise you? Were you already doing some of them, or is this new information? Drop a 1 in the comments if you found this video helpful, or a 0 if you think there's a way we can make our content better for you. Before you move to the next video, I want to ask something very important. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? If not, I strongly encourage you to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This channel is your trusted space for research-based health advice, specifically made for seniors. Thanks for watching.